Have you ever wondered what it's like to be in the top 1% of men? It's likely you already are. I'm here to show you how. Welcome to the video, y'all. Today, I'm here to see if I'm still in the top 1% of men. More specifically, if I can bench press in the top 1% or more than 300 pounds. See, the idea behind this channel is to always be performing at a higher level. And the older I get, the more I want to be or get into the top 1% of the things that I do or not do them at all. Now, a year ago, I was able to bench just over 2 times my body weight, which is really cool, but I'm constantly reminded that there are people that can still, at that level, blow me out of the water. And just because you can get into the top 1% doesn't necessarily mean you have mastery of something, but it's still really cool to realize that you're in the top 1% in something that you do. If you watch this channel, you probably work out a lot, but the idea behind this video is to take these tips and apply them to something that you can be the top 1% of in your life. Don't be discouraged if you're not a 1% lifter. You could be top 1% of the world in drawing or shooting or running or a million other things. Don't be discouraged by not being in the top 1% of something that someone else does, just like I won't be discouraged about not being a top 1% skier or golfer or tennis player. Take these tips and apply them to things that you love and be excited to start the journey. Now, as far as the bench press, there are tons of other videos with tips that I won't go into. You need good form, good recovery, and 1 to 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. But the tips that transfer into all the other things that you want to do in your life are these 5. Number 1 is to do the thing. Duh. There are tons of people that will try to do the thing and never make it to the 1%, whether it's lifting, coding, whatever. There are also tons of people that will never try and could well exceed that 1%. So just start doing the thing and you might be shocked where you actually end up. Whoa there, I'm not just gonna give you the climax. So number 2 is to learn about the thing. Study the thing. Read, go to YouTube and follow videos that will teach you how to do the thing and get better at it. It goes without saying, study the thing. Number 3 is to be consistent. It'll take less time than you think to become 1%, but more time than you want to give. Just because you get there doesn't mean that you'll actually stay in that 1%. I've been doing this for 15 years, lifting weights, training, and even though it hasn't all been powerlifting, that 15 years is a really long time to be training as an athlete. And it goes by really quick. 10 years from now, you'll be like, wow, I've done this for a decade. And if it's focused and you follow these tips, you will without a doubt be in the 1% of anything you do. And number 4 is to measure your progress. Be analytical. Take measurements from where you start, take daily, weekly measurements of where you're going, and then go back and analyze those results. Actually see where your trends are, and you'll actually find out some of your worst days will lead to better days over time. So measure your results, be analytical. All right, y'all, number 5 is to be excited. Be excited to start working your way into the 1% and gaining mastery over something really cool in the world. Be excited to meet people. There's people in every niche. Some of my best friends have come from trying to do these really difficult things where we all have this desire to be in that top 1% together. Be excited to set goals. If you don't know how, here's a really good video on how to set them, but just set them. Just set the goal of getting better at something and be excited to start the journey. Let's see if I made that top 1%.
That's easy. That's at least 5.
There we go, boys. Top 1%. Go get some shit done. Never rest.